Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about cloud computing. So, what is it? It's on-demand availability of hardware and software resource. Imagine your company have limited resources and limited funds and it can't afford to buy the server and maintains it. So, the solution is to use cloud computing. All you need to pay the internet service provider for bandwidth and a subscription fee to the cloud service provider, which can be monthly or yearly. And then your cloud provider lets you use services. There are three major benefits to using cloud services instead of actual physical servers. Number one is it's cost-effective. You can save a lot of money by focusing on the product instead of hardware issues like storage capacity, RAM. Number two is redundancy. You can have your data anytime, anywhere. You don't have to worry about where is your data stored. It can be stored in California, or New York, or New Delhi, or Tokyo. Moreover, your data is stored in multiple locations. So, you can have your data from multiple locations in case of internet blackout or natural disaster. Number three is broad network access. Capabilities are available over the network and accessed through standard mechanisms that promote use by heterogeneous thin or thick client platforms. For example, mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and workstations. Cloud computing providers offer their services according to different models, of which the three standard models are infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Let's talk about software as a service first. In this service model, users instead of managing the infrastructure, only access software like sending emails, storing or downloading videos, etc. Example of software as a service are Gmail, iCloud, Dropbox, etc. Next is a platform as a service. In this model, the vendors offer a development environment to application developers. The provider typically develops a toolkit and standards for development and channels for distribution and payment. In the PaaS models, cloud providers deliver a computing platform, which includes things like operating system, programming language, execution environment, database, and the web server. Application developers develop and run their software on a cloud platform instead of directly buying and managing the underlying hardware and software layers. For example, Amazon Elastic, Microsoft Azure, and OpenShift. The next model is infrastructure as a service. It enables end users to scale and shrink resources on an as-needed basis, reducing the need for high, upfront capital expenditures or unnecessary owned infrastructure, especially in the case of spiky workloads. Each resource is offered as a separate service component and you only need to rent a particular one for as long as you need it. For example, Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, AWS, Google Compute Engine, etc. If you represent these models in level, then you can see software as a service, because of limited functionality, then platform as a service because you can control or modify what's going on behind the scene. And finally infrastructure as a service, dealing with how much computing resources you required. That's all for now. Thank you for watching this video and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel.